So what's the difference between the original Spitfire 3X and the Gen 2 Spitfire 3X and 5X? Both the original and Gen 2 Spitfire magnified prism scopes give you a small and very simple magnified optic to put on your rifle that's a lot more compact and lightweight than a full-size variable powered optic. You're still getting a glass-etched illuminated reticle that is astigmatism friendly, by the way, and it can have a lot of information in it like BDCs, wind holds, or other milling information. As the name implies, the original Spitfire 3X was a fixed 3-power optic, giving you an etched EBR 556B reticle, as we called it, which was a BDC reticle specifically tuned to the 556 cartridge to get you on target from point blank to 500 yards. It came with an adjustable height base, which allowed you to put it at a high height that would go well on AR-15s or other similar carbines, or a lower height for going on more traditional style rifles. The turrets and illumination controls stuck off the sides on the top and bottom, and your illumination was a rheostat controller on the top, which allowed you to go between red or green illumination. Towards the front and on the body of the Spitfire 3X, we had these Picatinny rail sections, which at the 45-degree angle positions could be used to mount smaller open-top red dots, for example, to give you a 1X option as well for closer engagements. Protecting the lenses, we had these flip caps that came with the optic. Now in this hand, I have the new Gen 2 Spitfire 3X, and you can see right off the bat, it's a lot smaller and lighter weight than the original Spitfire 3X. But size and weight isn't the only upgrade you get with this particular optic. There's a lot of other features that are really nice to have in a prism scope with this Gen 2 model. Now let's talk first off how you're going to put this optic on your firearm. There is a new adjustable height mounting system that comes with the Gen 2 Spitfire 3X. You'll get this high mount that you see it mounted up with now that's perfect for AR-15s and other carbines like that, and a low mount for the more traditional style rifles or other firearms that require a lower sight height. The really nice thing here is the fact that it's compatible with so many other aftermarket bases out there on the market with that classic T1 style footprint, which even other red dots like our Crossfire red dot also share. There's also a lot less going on the exterior body of the Gen 2 Spitfire. You see that the turrets are now flush with the body and exposed to be easy to get to when necessary. And also, the battery compartment is a lot more tucked in and snag free on this optic. Illumination intensity controls are no longer done with a knob that sticks off the side or top of the optic, but now with these digital button controls on the side. Now the illumination on the Gen 2 Spitfire 3X is red only, so we do lose the green capability of the original Spitfire 3X, but it gives us a few more features now that a lot of us do really like more brightness on the highest settings. We now have 12 illumination settings instead of 5 like we had on the original, and the bottom 2 are night vision compatible. Optically speaking, which is of course very important, the Gen 2 Spitfire 3X has a better optical system than the original. So all of the optical performance features like clarity, color fidelity, and also image sharpness are going to be better. Now, eye relief is a topic that comes up with some people when they're talking about magnified prism optics, because by nature of the way they're designed, they tend to have a little bit shorter eye relief than your traditional magnified optics. With the case of the Spitfire Gen 2 3X here, we have about a 2.6-inch eye relief. But that's really nothing to be too concerned with in this case, because this scope has such a great field of view and such a forgiving eye box. It gives you a lot of flexibility in where your eye can be placed behind the scope while still maintaining a really great looking image. Plus the fact that most of the rifles this scope is going to be going on really don't have that significant of recoil, so it's not going to be an issue. When we look inside the Gen 2 here, we have a new reticle with our AR BDC-4, which gives you holdovers from point blank to 650 yards with the typical 556 cartridge. It also has corresponding wind holds, which are a new feature that a lot of people can utilize at those longer distances. Perhaps one of the most notable features about the Gen 2 lineup of magnified Spitfire prism optics is the fact that there's not just a 3X anymore. There's also a 5X Spitfire. So now we get a lot of the same features as that 3X model, but with increased magnification. Here we have the same mount, the same turrets with 1 MOA adjustment graduations, the same battery compartment, digital button controls, and reticle inside. But one of the neat features about the 5X in particular is up top here, this plate is covering up a section with the same bolt and recoil lug pattern as our Viper and Venom micro red dots. So when you remove that, you can pop on a red dot for a quick 1x option right on top of the sight that, if you're not using it and you just cover it up with that plate, is totally streamlined with the rest of the optic. So there you have it. That's the differences between the Gen 2 Spitfire magnified prism optics and the original Spitfire 3X. If you have any questions about these in particular or any other questions in general, hit us up in the comments below via social media, phone, email, however works best for you. We appreciate everybody for watching these videos, and we'll see you on the next one.